Let's get a preview of what's coming up tonight. KDKA News at 11 o'clock. Here's Ken Rice.
Bob, thanks. Coming up, a child.
All right, obviously we're having some problems there with Ken's microphone. So in the meantime, we'll let you know that that starts in about 8 minutes from right now. Tune in for all the latest information going on in Western Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh on KDKA News at 11. In the meantime, let's go out to Jim in Scott Township. Jim, how are you?
Good, Bob. How you doing?
We're good, thanks.
Hey, the Penguins won't make the playoffs because Kissinger is not the answer. He gives up too many soft goals when he has a big lead, and I think the Steelers are going to end up being 12-5 this year.
Well, if things go well, you get to see the first game. I'm excited this week to see what goes on there with some of these guys, especially the younger guys, Jeff, when they go down to Raymond James Stadium to take on Tampa. You'll see it on KDK TV. Specifically, guys like Calvin Austin. We didn't see him at all last year because he was out with the surgery. He was out for the whole season. He looks like he's making big plays down the field. And again, this whole debate about how much does Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett has to play, in my opinion. He's a second-year quarterback who only had basically 12 games. He needs to play. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you got to get something going heading into this season. Do you agree or not?
I do not agree. I do not want to see Kenny Pickett in this game. I'm still trying to figure out the math and how you work it with three games, but I want to see Kenny in that second game, maybe for a series in the third because there's such a length of time between that third game and the start of the regular season. I don't need to see him in this game. He has gone every snap of camp. Like other quarterbacks have taken days off or have taken periods off. He has gone every single one. I don't need to see Kenny Pickett in this first game of the preseason.
I think with new players around him, and I think with an offensive line that like to get a little bit of cohesion going in a game like this, I do. And I don't know if there's a correlation between slow starts and not playing guys in the preseason, but to me, you can't rule that out. And they've started slowly overall, so I don't think it's hurtful to do it. You can get injured, as you've seen in training camps up there at St. Vincent College. They run pretty hard. Things can happen up there. I want to play a couple of series anyway. We'll see. But are you, who besides a guy like Austin, are you looking forward to seeing in this game?
Maybe Mark Robinson in year two. I mean, that's a guy I think a lot of people want to see. I want to see Keanu Benton in snaps because it's really hard to gauge a nose tackle in practice. And then I want to see some of these guys on special teams. You know, how does Anthony McFarland do on special teams? Can he handle special teams so they can keep him on the roster? How does Kenny Robinson do on special teams? That's another guy that's fighting for a roster spot. I know that sounds crazy, but that's where these guys win those jobs, and that's what I want to see. And, Bob, for your sake, I hope the starters play the entire game so it makes life easy for you.
You know what that's like. You call pit games and you got 100 people on each side. It's just so much more to worry about, and those guys seem to get in there just when you least expect it. So that will be interesting to see, though, and I do think it's going to be fun to watch some of these guys. I know preseason football for many can be laborious, especially late in the game, but if you're interested in how these guys are doing and you haven't been to St. Vincent College, this is the perfect way to get to know them. So, Jeff, looking forward to it. Thank you again for your time tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow, okay? Well, we hope to see you too. Good night.